Everybody, welcome back to another episode of Zoning Out presented by the Comedy Zone. I am one of your hosts, Jordan Century, along with my co-host, Jonathan Williams, a.k.a. Mr. Williams Comedy.
Nailed it.
A.k.a. Mr. Still Your Latina.
Hold on. She listens. So.
Oh, my bad. Still her in like a romantic way, not the ice way. Also, we got
okay, even better.
Jason Allen
cool.
King.
Gonna have some fun conversations next time I see her.
Don't step over my handle, man. King Jason Allen. Jason Allen King. What's happening?
Yeah.
I love how this started.
Yeah. I do too, honestly.
Great.
Feels good. Feels good. Just from where I'm sitting specifically.
Yeah, no, it feels good. I'm glad we could finally start the show because we had to let Jonathan finish all the
messages. Since we're actually let's talk about the thing I was thinking, because we are already on the topic. It's not an expansive topic. We can talk about it quick.
Okay.
All right.
I was thinking about.
You don't do anything quick when it comes to conversations, but go ahead.
I do some things quick. That was a classic. Yeah. That felt old school. I liked it.
You got Jason 5 on that.
So, okay, texting in relationships.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How much do you do it?
When you're in a relationship?
When you're in a relationship, how much do you text?
I think it depends on what phase of a relationship.
That's true. Well,
new phase, you're very much like going back and forth a lot.
Okay, for you, it's like a bunch. New at the beginning.
In a new relationship? Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that, yeah.
How much would you say, like, once you sort of get in, like, let's say 3 to 6 months, whatever. Mm-hmm. That's more what I'm talking about, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 to 6 months starts to stabilize a little bit, but still newish.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you're still doing a lot.
3 to 6 is still, I think, pretty. 3 anyways, certainly pretty.
Well, let's go a year. How much you texting at a year do you roughly?
At a year, okay. After a year, that's when it starts to slow down.
Okay.
A little bit.
So, like, are you texting, like, how many times are you initiating a conversation, or the other person initiating a conversation, like, in a given day, like a year in? Do you think, like?
I mean, I'm kind of texting constantly. So
really.
I mean, with people, with
just
work.
Kind of all
my
over the
point
place.
about that was like constantly, as in like I'm on my phone a lot, like all day, work related stuff.
Okay.
Get texting with my brothers. I got text chains with friends with sports. So the idea of just having your girlfriend in that's not that big a deal to me.
Okay. See, I'm more of the opposite because I have a desk job. So with me, it's like between hours like 9 to 5. I would rather not talk to you.
Yeah.
Like during the time.
Okay,
that makes sense.
So the reason I bring this up is because I've been hanging out with somebody who sometimes listens, and we'll discuss this if she doesn't like that I'm bringing it up,
Sup,
or
babe?
bringing her up at all. But
Can we
like,
say hi to her and be nice for a second? Like,
sure.
Hey, what's up, friend?
Hey,
hi,
Latina.
All right, we're good. So this is great. This is going real good. But we
sound like a name.
But we like don't text much.
Latina.
we you're just doing. That's what this is now.
Yeah. So
do you need a minute? You want to do some more?
No, that's just funny.
Keep riffing. Try some new ones.
I really think that's somebody's name, like La-Tina.
Oh, okay. Are they Latina? That person?
Nah.
They're black. A black person named Latina is actually incredibly funny.
pretty funny.
And it's just like, no, it's just the Tina. It's all okay.
Yeah, they weren't born in like San Jose or something.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, I was hanging out with someone. Yeah. We'll see now. But like, we had a conversation the other day in person about I was like, do you feel like, I was like, like, are you good with like how much I text you? Should I be like, do I text enough or whatever? Mm-hmm. And I was like, just, I want to like, just make sure we're on the same page about that.
Being
right?
thoughtful.
Yeah. Just being thoughtful. Right. And
it's a little meek, but I get it.
What?
It's a little meek, but I get it.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I don't think I'm kind of busting your balls, but a little bit like,
I didn't bring it up out of nowhere. Okay. It was like we were having a conversation and it like came around to that. And I was like, oh, by the way.
Yeah.
It was like so it turns out that we both felt like we weren't texting the other person enough,
Okay.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
That's like the best. That's ideal to me because it means that both of us are like, we don't really want to text that much.
Okay.
Which is incredible to me.
Yeah.
Because I've been in a relationship where I was expected to be constantly communicating.
Yeah.
Constantly, to the point where like when the relationship was over and I didn't have to do that all the time, it was like real Kelly Clarkson energy. Y'all know that song? Since You've Been Gone.
Yeah.
I feel like I can breathe for the first time.
Yeah.
I thought that song was silly until I got out of a relationship where I had to text all the time. I was like, I can just have thoughts and just breathe. And so we have like, we don't text that much and it's fine.
And you found that it's fine.
It's I wondered y'all just where y'all are with that.
No, I think that's cool, man. I think like every relationship has their own like norms,
Yeah.
right? And as long as
Like rhythm,
you and and as long as you and the person you're with are on the same page about it, whatever that is,
Right.
Yeah.
then do whatever works.
Yeah. I find it an immense relief.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, have you guys like tried to figure out why you don't want to text each other? is that something to dive into at all?
Yeah. No, we hadn't talked about that. Maybe we should.
I'm not actually trying to. I'm just trying to be funny.
No,
a little bit,
no, I
but
think
there's something to it.
I think it's just, I just find, and this is not just in relationships, just in general, I just find texting, I like it, but I don't want to talk on the phone, so I don't really have an alternative. But I just find texting exhausting. It just exhausts me.
Yeah.
It gets, I'm just
I feel
like,
the opposite. Yeah.
I just find like all the, like every group chat, everything. It's not that I never want to, and sometimes you think of something funny and you want to take whatever, but like my family group chat, there will be like 80 messages I haven't read.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
Yeah,
Like it stresses me out.
Yeah.
Texting stresses me out. And being in a thing where that's not an expectation for that constantly to be a thing is like so refreshing.
I would jump in and say like if you are here's what I don't like, and that is when there's some implied norm about something that I'm like I'm not aware of or give a shit about.
Yes.
That is something where sometimes like I'll have a friend or something, they'll be like, man, like I texted and they just left me on red and this and that, and be like, they're busy. What? Like
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't get wound up.
It's the expectation. Yeah.
I'm just like, if it goes days and days and days, sure, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah.
But if it's like, there's like work things where I've seen people get wound up about it. It's like, some people are busy.
No, but here's the thing. It has gotten like days and days and days for me too.
It's every day with us. It's not like we go like whole day, but it's just like I'll send a text or she'll send a text and the other person won't respond for 4 or 5 hours, and it's like, who cares?
Yeah. No, I mean, but you still respond within the day too.
Yes.
Yeah, right,
I think
right.
there's a sort of unspoken like, it's going to be, unless it's like evening, it's going to be that day.
Well,
you respond,
that's what I'm saying.
but
it
like
depends on like how, like for example, with my friends, or
there's a
other
like
people,
10 p.m. cutoff, I think, or
it's
something
gotten
like
to the
that.
point where sometimes there is
Yeah.
like it could be multiple days. Like you texted me the other day, asked what time we were coming back from.
Yeah, you didn't respond for like 3 days,
It took me 3
and I didn't
days.
care.
Yeah.
Didn't care.
because
I
it
wouldn't
just
care.
didn't bother me even a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like
Because
I just
also, if I needed that answer, I'll hit you back.
just follow.
And be like,
if it's
hey,
time
hey.
sensitive,
Yeah.
please
That's right.
respond quickly.
Yeah.
But also, if you forgot, whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'll just follow up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Text people.
and if
like,
you still don't respond, I'll squabble up.
Okay. All right. Because for me, sometimes it's like I don't have the answer
Thanks,
right
Jason.
now, so I'm just gonna figure it out. And versus me texting you, be like, "Hey, let me get back to you." I'll just get back to you when I have something to get back to you with.
Right.
right? Yeah. It's like
right.
don't leave me a message until you know the like
right,
the
yeah.
answer or whatever. I totally get that.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing, because I laugh a little bit at people who get wound up about it. I'm just kind of like, you're falling into the trap.
It's not. It's not real. It's all
It's
like
all fake.
it's all. It's
my
only
God.
a problem if you make it a problem.
Yeah.
You know what? It is so interesting that you say that because you're right. It's so
this
interesting
going?
how the words you read aren't a problem until you make them a problem. And
Where could he possibly be going with this?
y'all, I have an epic. for
Okay.
you today.
Okay.
I'm not sure you're using that word right,
No,
but go
I
on.
think I am actually. I think I am. Can you click on the link for me, Jason, while I set the frame?
Like Hero's
This
Journey
one?
and everything? Odyssey? Odysseus? What are we doing?
Okay, fine. I didn't use
On
the
this
frame.
one right here?
But trust me, it's a tale.
No, it's
Yeah, it's this one. Just click on that
Okay.
one.
it doesn't have to fit the technical
Now-
definition of an epic to be emotionally an epic.
For the listeners at home, you may,
Or at work.
or wherever you're listening to this. That's right. And who you are listening to. Shout out to all the Latinas, the Latinxes,
Stop this. Stop this at once.
and everybody in between.
The Scandinavian listeners.
Yes,
Yeah, we really never send shout outs to them. Yeah.
Honestly.
Hola. Halihupa.
What did you say?
All right, Jason, you took it
Okay,
too far.
you know what that is? No, it's from Dumb and Dumber. The girls that come off the Swedish bus. She's like, Halihupa.
Oh, God, yeah, that's right. It was all a reference. All right, anyway, listen.
That's a deep cut, but go ahead, fellas. Go
So
ahead.
apparently, this is for the listeners, wherever you are, whoever you are. This was apparently a pretty niche but very popular story that was trending back in like 2008.
Okay.
Like, so if you were around Twitter at this time, you may have come across this story.
Okay.
But in real time, Jason and Jonathan are going to be figuring out this story. They're playing characters in this story.
Okay. I like this.
And
Yeah, I can't wait.
just to remind you, Jason, go back to the notes because I don't remember what your character names were.
Just real quick, what the hell is web.archive.org?
So this page got deleted. For the listeners, you can't see this. This is a web form that used to exist but no longer exists, but it was archived. So now we still have
That looks
access
like
to
something
files.
that would be like on the screen in a movie from 1997 about the internet. Web.archive.org. I'm going to check my electronic mail.
I didn't process. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, is this even real?
Oh, it's real.
Is my computer
It is
going to
real.
work after this? Like,
All right, now listeners, Jonathan is going to be playing the character of someone with the username TheJosh.
I have been thinking about throwing a "the" on my name.
Yeah.
If we could talk about that, if we could.
the Jonathan.
The Jonathan.
The
Yeah,
Jonathan.
it's
Yep.
pretty sick.
And Jason will be playing a character by the username of Justin27. Okay.
That guy sounds awesome.
And I'll jump
That's
in.
why.
to fill
That's why I
in.
got cast as him.
These are
The
two
Josh
main-
is a sick name. I really like it.
I'm mad that you're right.
If I was,
'Cause there's a bunch
if I
of
was
Joshes,
named
but
Josh, I
you're
would
the one.
absolutely be the
You're
Josh.
the one. All right, and again, listeners, this is a form. So imagine like Reddit, right? And so these are two users on a forum going back and forth on bodybuilding.com. And I'll be playing like the third character, just filling in where these two characters don't talk, right? So this is how
Jordan
the
you're gonna be.
conversation. Sure, this is how the conversation
Mindless
goes.
has been banned. This guy's been banned. The guy who started it has been
So
banned.
Mindless kicks off this whole thing by
M1 Nidless.
asking a simple question about bodybuilding. He's a newer lifter, and he just wants to know, is it safe to do a full body workout every other day?
He's 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Right. All right. Because he has limited days he can get to the gym, and instead of doing upper body or lower body, he just wants to do full body workout.
And he has 625 body points, whatever the fuck that means.
All right. Now,
I got double that.
Jason,
but, yeah.
let's scroll down a
gonna
little
scroll
bit
down here.
because he gets some responses. Just keep going. No, just keep going. Don't worry
going.
about it. We're going to get back. We're going to start with one of the
I
characters.
really want to know why Mindless was banned.
All right, stop right here. Stop right here.
Oh, here's
No, go up one. Go up one before you do that. Now, someone responds to him.
Stevie
Mindless
KM.
responds to some of this feedback because he's a little confused. And he says, if I go every other day, I will be at the gym 4 to 5 times a week.
Well.
Is that overtraining? And
not
Stevie,
good math.
another third character that won't play too big of a role, says, that makes no sense. There are only 7 days in a week. If you go every other day, that is 3.5 times a week. And the Josh did not like that comment.
Okay.
The Josh, what do you have to say to that?
Well, okay, I really haven't found my character yet. I'm going to be sort of, I don't know the tone sort of that I'm going to go with, but it could evolve.
Just be you.
All right. I don't know. It's generally bad advice. But, all right. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. That is 4 days. How do you go 3.5 times? Do a half workout or something? Lol.
And then Justin27 responds.
7x in 2 weeks equals 3.5 times a week. Genius. And yeah, 3 times a week, full body workouts are good. I found my tone.
Yeah, I like it.
I never said anything about going exactly 7 times. Like I said, this is well cast.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Like I said,
This is why I'm
if I go every other day, that is 4 days a week, all caps. How hard is that to comprehend? Week 1, dash, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Week 2, dash, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. 8 days in 2 weeks. In your terms, 8 times in 2 weeks equals 4 times a week. Genius. All muscle and no brains, lol.
All right.
Now,
all muscle and no brain, all capitalized for some reason. First letters. Just anyway.
and now I'll respond to TheJosh by saying, you double counted Sunday. That is 2 weeks plus 1 day. Did you fail grade 2 math? Plus,
not
your
American,
old
grade
post
2.
said 4 or 5 times a week. Now you just neglect to mention the 5. Grow up and admit when you're wrong. Believe me, you will get a lot further in life this way.
They're coming at the Josh.
Josh.
That one.
Okay. No, let me say it. Deleted for double post. Sorry. All right.
Oh, boy.
Well, okay. So
You don't have to say it, but
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Are you
committed to the character or not?
Yeah. We're reading off of a thing.
all
so
right? I'm
any
doing it. All right, I'm
negative
doing
shit
it.
you hear
all right.
is
We're
a
going to
result.
get lots of emails from
There we
our
are.
many listeners. Are you retarded? I didn't commit, man. That makes it
You
worse.
didn't. You really didn't.
Okay.
You'll have plenty
Maybe
of
You don't have to
chances.
repeat
Don't worry.
it. You
I
can
just want to say it
move
3 or
on.
4 more
You don't
times,
have
really
to.
try it out. Maybe you should look at a calendar. I didn't double count Sunday. My 2 weeks started and ended on Sunday, bold, exactly 14 days. What don't you understand? Edit. Here is a calendar misspelled. I made little dots for each day. I made little dots for each day so you could comprehend.
Dude, that is 15 days. Are you that effing mental? You can't have a week go Sunday through Saturday, then Sunday to Sunday. Look at the damn pic you posted. Count the days. What do they equal? 15! Kids these days. I was right. 3.5 times a week. And so was the first guy to post it. And you, my bright friend, are El Rongo. So well cast.
It's 14 days. Try again. Maybe you should try counting on your fingers. If you work on the 8th, you wouldn't start counting the days till the 9th because that is 1 day. Then the 10th would be 2 days and so on until you get to the 22nd, which is 14 days.
Count the fucking days!
Also misspelled. Fucking.
How many
Puking.
days are in 2 weeks, moron? 14. I'm saying you train 7 times in 2 weeks, which in other terms is 3.5 times a week. I cannot believe I have to type 3 replies for you to get this. Here, fucktard, read this.
Committed. Well done.
Sunday, Monday to get us through all the weeks, counting on and off, on and off.
What? No,
you
should we-
tell me how that works out. I see 3 times 1 week, then 4 times the next week, which equals 7 in 2 weeks.
In case you forgot.
That's still me.
No,
in
still
case
me.
you
Oh,
forgot,
it is.
in case you forgot, 1 week is Sunday through Saturday, not Sunday to Sunday. That's 8 days, moron.
For me to get this, you are the one who is not getting it. It's simple. Just look at the calendar still misspelled and count the days. There is 7 days in a week. If you work out every other day, you work out 4 days a week. How hard is that to comprehend? I'll do it out in 4 weeks for you. Maybe it will make more sense. Week 1, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Week 2, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Week 3, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday. Week 4, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. Week 5, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday. Week 6, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. No matter how you look at it, if you work out every other day, you work out 4 times a week. A week, following up to my own self.
Yeah.
A week is Sunday to Sunday. All right, TheJosh is wrong. A week is Sunday to Sunday. I think you just don't know how to count. It's all right. I won't tell anyone. Lol. Sunday to Saturday is only 6 days. How do you have 6 days weeks where you live? Oh, the
man.
Josh, buddy.
Yes, you work out 4 times the first week, then 3 the next. I'm right. You're a effing moron. A week is not Sunday to Sunday. It's Sunday to Saturday. SEVEN days. Sunday to Saturday is only 6 days. Sunday 1, Monday 2, Tuesday 3, Wednesday 4, Thursday 5, Friday 6, Saturday 7. Arizona Public Schools Eagles fail.
And I agree with that 100%.
You didn't. Okay, in character, I gotta mean it. You don't start counting on Sunday. It hasn't been a day yet. You don't start counting till Monday. You can't count the day that it is. Did you never take basic elementary math? Monday is 1 day. Tuesday is 2 days. Wednesday is 3 days. Thursday is 4 days.
Okay.
Friday is 5 days.
Right.
Saturday is 6 days. Sunday is 7 days. Today is Saturday. How many days till Sunday? 2 days? No, it's only 1 day. How many days till Monday? 2 days, not 3 days by your count. God damn, you're retarded.
Okay, I counted it on my fingers. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22. Tell me that does not equal 15, and I will give you my 350Z.
I don't know.
I think that's a
I think
car.
it's a car.
Yeah.
Also, you couldn't have counted all that on just your fingers, but
Yeah.
just fine.
What do you mean you don't start counting on Sunday? It's a fucking day. How can you deny the 4 weeks I posted? Tell me this, smart guy. How many times would you train in 4 weeks? Look at your cute calendar and tell me it's not 14 in 1 month.
I just answered that question in my last post. You don't count what day it is when counting days. Oh, the
That's
Josh,
so great.
buddy.
The Josh is
The thing is, I see what he's saying, but he's just like
Wrong?
off.
Yeah.
He's wrong, but like I get his dumb logic. Like how you don't count what day it is when counting days. I just explained that. If today is Saturday, it's not 2 days until Sunday now, is it? If you get paid every other Friday, you get paid every 2 weeks, correct? That's 14 days. So how is Sunday to Sunday not 1 week? Last Saturday was 7 days ago. Jeez.
I just want to point this out. Keep in mind, listeners can't see this, but this was back in 2008, so nobody has spell check. Like I've seen.
We're getting
It's pretty rough,
so
yeah.
much stuff wrong.
Yeah. All right. Justin 27. No, you didn't. You explained that you didn't feel like it should be counted as a day, which is not a reason. Answer my question. Go up to that calendar and start the workouts on the first. Mark X's on every other day until the end of the month. Report back your findings, genius.
Wow. Strong intelligence in this thing.
Problem child. I never said feel. Like I just said in a PM private message. So I sent a private message to you. That's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
It's like math. If you have 4 and you add 3, that gives you 7, not 6. If you start counting at 4 and add 3, you start counting at 5, so it would be 5, 6, 7, not 4, 5, 6 by your count.
I have a feeling you are so mentally retarded that we need to take the week lingo out of this and go to numbers.
It's kind of awesome, actually. I kind of like Justin.
Do what I said above. Tell me how many times you train in 4 7-day weeks, a.k.a. 1 month. Use the calendar for your retarded eyes and see the
Okay.
truth.
I don't
It's starting
love
to
Now,
feel-
keep in mind,
I don't
again, for
love
the listeners
Justin.
at home, this was back in 2008.
Yeah,
That word.
you were allowed to be horrible then.
Yeah.
Right.
I took the week out to make it more simple for you since you are having such a hard time comprehending simple counting. Is it that hard to admit you're wrong? If you work out every other day for 31 days, that is 16 days a month, 4 days a week.
All right. And Jason, we can go to the
Man,
second
let's
page.
go to the
So
second.
listeners,
Oh
and
my
Jason and
God.
Jonathan, if y'all haven't figured it out, yes, they
By
are
the-
having an argument about how many days are in a week.
Yeah.
By the way, I owe you an apology. This is an epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an epic. You're correct. You were the dumbest. Oh my God.
Boy!
All right, we're getting into like triggering territory here. So you are the dumbest boy alive. Jump off a bridge. Read my post where I typed out 4 weeks again. I mean, really read it. Tell me that's not 3.5 times a week, 7 times in 2 weeks, 7 days per week, training every other day. Fuck, I cannot make it any clearer.
Just let the record show that Justin spells fuck F-U-K every time. So I proved you wrong with the whole month calendar, so you jump back to your old post that I already disproved? Nice. I am leaving work now. I am done dealing with retards for the day. I'll pick back up on this thread later tonight. Maybe that will give you time to realize how to count.
Stop right there. So scroll up a little bit. Jason, that's also another very important part to this story. TheJosh has been posting on his 9 to 5 this whole time, arguing over how many days are in a week. This post is at 5:56 p.m. He was leaving work.
I want to know like what he was also what both of them were also doing during all of this. You know?
So also I want to note that Josh's rep power is 0 and all
It's
red.
0. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Justin 27's rep power is 1,866. I don't know what any of that shit
I don't know what that
means.
means either, but it definitely sounds better than 0.
Yeah.
Could it be that TheJosh actually has an incredible rep power but just can't count and just doesn't know how to add up all the numbers?
I want to see these guys fight. One is 6'1", 210 pounds. Justin is 6'3",
He's got a couple inches on him, but
210.
but TheJosh seems scrappy, not smart, but scrappy.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin 27, time to grow. Time to grow, boys. That's under his name. That's what he.
They all have little catchphrases.
Yeah. On our, I'm back to Justin 27. On your way back from work, stop by a second grade class and learn M and F or learn. Okay.
And learn MF
And learn
MF apostrophe ER learn.
Learn, motherfucker, learn. As I said, use a calendar and start typing every other day. X's. Tell me that's not 7 in 2 weeks. Tell me.
I just explained this to you, and I am done trying to explain something so beeping. It's asterisks. Simple and obvious today. I will continue on this tonight when I get home.
Also, I just love what words they censor on their own and what words they
Yeah,
don't.
Right.
Yeah. They're censor fuck, but they're going hard on the R's.
This sounds like two guys who go to the gym. That's what this sounds like to me. I don't know. Hey, your own calendar already proves me right. How many times do you train from the 8th to the 21st? Just look at how many red ones you put. It's so obvious. I'm dying laughing. Ha 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 ha. 1, 2, 3, 4 first week. 5, 6, 7 second week. Voila! 7 times in 2 weeks.
Voila is what he was going
Ida
for.
winner.
Oh, that's tough. Ida winner is pretty fun.
Ida winner.
That's funny.
Strong bowler.
Sorry to hijack, but Josh, dude, how are you arguing with a calendar?
That's who. What's their name?
That is
Strong Bowler.
My new favorite character in the story. By a BTW, the 8th, 22nd is 15 days. Each of those deserves 24 hours.
Deserves.
If you want to start the count on a Monday, well, guess what? 1 week, 2 weeks, 400 weeks from then equals ending on a Monday, not a Sunday. Fuck F-U-K, you dumb. Spelled wrong.
D-U-M.
God. Okay.
Hey, he is in Josh World, the goddamn dumbest
goddamn.
world, the goddamn dumbest world in the universe.
This thread just made me a bit stupid. All right, skip all of this right here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to say.
Oh,
this
you
back.
don't
Yeah.
want to say it.
Listen, I'm the narrator. All right, just keep scrolling because TheJosh doesn't come back for a while, so we can.
I think TheJosh might have. Well,
no, he comes back.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you think?
Do you want to go for it?
You want me to read all this?
Do you want to?
Yes, dude, because we need to feel the massive frustration. There's no way you do this unless you are
All right.
to a level of frustration.
Yeah, Justin he's amped to use his gym word.
And we all can. Justin is 100% correct here.
He's correct and he's frustrated. And
Maybe
he's
a little
letting
too
it.
much
He's
pre-workout.
He's
too.
letting it
Yeah.
get. Slash just maybe straight up steroids.
Yeah.
All right. So upon further thought, I think I can make this easy for you to understand, Josh.
Upon further,
He doesn't
thought.
even say the Josh. He just calls him Josh.
Yeah,
You don't want to call.
No, I think you can make this easier for you to understand Josh. He's helping. He's trying to help Josh
He's trying to
get in
help.
touch with himself. It's a comma joke. Go ahead.
You don't want to call the first Sunday a day, right? So then you cannot have that be a training day. The first day you count parentheses, I don't care if it's Sunday, Monday, whatever, in parentheses, will be the day you first train on. So to break it down for you, well, number 1, we start chest, shoulders, tries on Monday the 9th. You with me? We then take one day off. Let's call it Tuesday.
That
Justin's kind of great.
After Monday the 9th.
This is passive aggressive, Justin. Number 3, we train back buys on Wednesday the 11th. Day 3, if you're still with me.
Right, we're counting.
Number 4, we take off Thursday the 12th. Day 4. Number 5, we train legs on Friday the 13th. Scary.
Oh,
Scary is funny.
Number 6, we take off Saturday the 14th. Day 6, in case I lost
The
you
rage
one
and scary
line up.
is killing me.
Number 7, we train chest, shoulders, tries again on Sunday the 15th. Day 7. There I call a work week Sunday through Saturday. You call it Monday through Sunday. Great, I don't care. Number 8, we take off Monday the 16th. Day 8. Number 9, we train back buys on Tuesday the 17th. Day 9. Number 10, we take off Wednesday the 18th. Day 10. Number 11, we train legs on Thursday the 19th. Day 11. Sorry, I said it wrong. Number 12, we take off on Friday the 20th. Day 12. Oh, getting closer to 2 weeks. 14 days. I'm excited. Number 13, we train chest, shoulders, tries on Saturday the 21st. Day 13th. Number 14, finally, we take off on Sunday the 22nd. Day 14. I am adding them up. Yep. I get 7. I've spent like an hour really trying to get this through that thick, dense skull. I have to admit, in 10 years, posting 15,000 posts on car forums,
That's a
bike
problem
forums, fitness
by
forums,
itself.
I have never met someone more fucking dumb. I will link this thread all over the planet if you don't admit defeat. It will happen. You just cannot be that dumb. I refuse to believe.
All right, now stop right here. I think that the last 2 sentences, we really have to ask ourselves, who's the real loser in this situation?
Justin's...
I don't know, man.
The guy who doesn't know how to count how many days are in a week, or the guy that spent an hour trying to explain how many days are in a week.
I mean,
Also,
I do feel Justin's frustration, though. And I am a petty little bitch. So, I mean, if anyone sees like what I do in the comments section on the internet of my videos when people have shit to say, I can relate to Justin a little bit.
Yeah,
wait, is it over?
Is it over?
Does the Josh come back in?
I think we should just skip.
We got to get where Josh comes back in.
All right.
Yeah, because the rest of this,
we're all holding our breath here.
And skip Justin too. Let's not read anything until Josh comes back.
Justin's just taking a victory lap at this point.
That's exactly
he's
what's
responding.
going on.
He's responding to other people validating him. He's just like,
exactly. Which
so
again,
many pages.
Me, I would do that.
But it just kind of shows you like Justin is taking this internet victory.
Yeah.
Way too.
I mean, just actually, the way in which he lost to me was in all my 10 years of posting 15,000 times.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, all right, you want to pull back from that as a brag. Where are we
how
at?
do you even have time to work out? Do you even lift?
He's doing it while he's
Don't
lifting.
skip leg day, bro.
Yeah, this is leg day. Dude has
wait.
toothpicks for legs.
Yeah, it's all
Josh.
good.
So much Justin.
Oh my
Justin
god.
Justin,
Long
how he got
posts.
those 10,000 posts.
Wait, no, you haven't. Why did he do a no, you haven't? Who is he responding to? So in the last 2 weeks, I've worked out every other day. So far, I've worked out 10 times. Oh, no. Oh, he's getting trolled. He's getting trolled.
All right, let me read
Dream
this down.
Child's trolling him.
So in the last 2 weeks, I've worked out every other day. And so far, I've worked out 10 times.
No, you haven't. Let us say, for comparison's sake, not reality, duh. 1, there are 52 weeks in a year. 2, there are 12 months in a year. 3, there are 4 weeks in a month. 4, there are 7 days in a week. Okay, you with me? He's starting to love that line.
Oh, man.
If you train 3.5 times a week, 52 weeks a year, what does that equal?
Justin's pretty triggerable. We're finding out.
He is. Okay, so that means on average, every month we train 15.167777.
Okay, we're getting into decibels.
Yeah. So, okay, what are the chances that our guy Dreamchild, who he's responding to, was just trolling him?
Has to be.
Has to be.
I hope so.
He says, I want an award for this shit, by the way.
All right, let's just keep
going.
Where's the Josh? The Josh comes back?
I promise you the Josh comes back.
Justin is going off, man.
That's it. That's one of my favorite comments right there. All right, let me read this. All right. Now you're trying. All right, this is the internet, and my SIG is supposed to make people laugh. The people that know
their
me,
signature.
my
So like
signature,
their little catchphrase under their thing.
right.
Yeah.
The people that know me, married to me, and responsible for part of my success in real life don't know my identity here. Unlike you, my identity is hidden because I have a lot to lose. Fuck off, bitch. You lose. And which is responded to probably my favorite comment in the whole series.
You do have a lot to lose.
So many dots. So many dots.
Body fat.
Bam!
You do have a lot to lose.
Man, he really thinks he did something
Now,
there.
to be fair, on a bodybuilding form, that's an amazing burn.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's about the best burn you can expect on this type of website.
Oh my God, there's so many pages.
God damn
We're
it.
still scrolling to get to
I
the
really
Josh.
need to know what the Josh has to say.
I promise the Josh comes
It's
back.
worth it?
I don't even remember at this point, but just... All right,
Yes,
here we go.
the Josh
We're
is back, baby. Wow. Wow, you guys are still bitching about this? I was surprised you kept that going for so long yesterday, Justin27. It was fun. My whole point was that
Oh my God.
took 1 week and worked out every other day, that you would work out 4 days that week. Then you had to complicate it by adding, he's still wrong.
Oh my God.
Then you had to add it by complicating blah, blah, blah. My point was that you cannot work out 3.5 times in a week.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Josh, you got to take the out of the front of your name. You are not the Josh.
it should be some Josh.
Yeah, little Josh.
You took me way too okay. All right. So do you think that he...
Well, wait, no, because Jason...
Okay,
right,
yeah,
so-
you got to
so-
respond. Okay.
No, that was not your point, Toolshed.
Toolshed.
Oh God, Justin's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, Justin's
Your
kinda
point
rough.
was that a quote unquote Josh 2 week period is 15 days. You even posted a calendar that proved me right and you wrong. Do us all a favor and stop eating Twinkies. Drop some of that quarter of your weight BF.
So much body shaming.
Yeah, percentage in STFU.
The Josh says, you took me way too serious. I couldn't resist fucking with you. Sorry, no hard feelings, but I am an internet
I have no idea what that is.
Blank.
a bunch of asterisks.
Latino.
I'm an internet lizard lot to everyone.
That's awful.
An internet to everyone. So here, I think the Josh is trying to save face,
Yeah, I
trying to
think so,
pretend
too.
it was all a bit.
Yeah. All right. And
man.
I'm pretty sure that's the end of it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is.
I mean,
the Josh. Hold up. Why would you?
Jesus Christ,
Josh is still at it after a lot of other people saying stuff. Why would you start counting on your off day? That makes no sense.
Oh, Josh.
Oh my gosh.
Unsubscribed. The next guy, like, I'm getting off this forum and never.
I like
participating
how the Josh was like, I was just fucking with you, and then he's like,
And then
no,
got right
it's
back
on.
to it.
again. He went.
Then he freaks
got
out.
back in. Okay.
Justin 27's back around.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we can call
I
it,
think we got it from here.
but like,
Yes.
man, that does still keep going.
Wow.
Go down to the bottom just and see
How many pages?
see the note. Yeah,
I do want to see how
There
many
was just
pages.
one
hit last.
Yeah.
Oh, the dead air
I know.
anticipation.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
just five. Okay.
Yeah.
But let's
Who
see.
gets the last word?
The last word is
Yeah.
exactly.
The Josh gets the last word.
yes.
Wow, what did I start? Ha 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 ha. Anyways, after 5 pages, I only received one answer to my original post. Nice. My point was proved by smarter people. If you take a single week,
Oh my
not
God.
2 weeks, just a single week, and work out every other day, you can work out 4 days a week. The end. Stop bitching.
Wow.
That was not actually what he was arguing.
No.
All right. Now,
How do we find the Josh? How do we find this guy and get him on the podcast?
we gotta go to Arizona.
I was just
This
there.
is in Phoenix,
Damn
Arizona.
it.
He
All
might
right.
he might have been at your show.
He could have
Maybe
been.
came
He
over there.
might have been.
All right, everybody.
That's fantastic.
I feel like we all have feelings about this story. I think where they went wrong is that they didn't account for having 60 hours in a day. And if they just would have made that
What a-
adjustment.
What a wild multi-episode callback.
That is
to your own thing that we did argue. We got in a pretty big fight about that.
only 2 people will get the reference for that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And it's us. And it's you and
Everyone
me.
here. And Hill
But
Dog.
no, seriously, that man, I love a great internet argument when someone is clearly wrong.
Yeah.
Clearly wrong.
And
they just keep fighting.
Josh like wasn't getting it. Like he was
He doesn't seem real
he
sharp.
was so sure. Like so sure.
Jeez.
And just you can't I get what he's saying about the like it's like, okay, you ever see that movie The Nice Guys that had Ryan the hot Ryan everyone
Ryan
loves,
Reynolds, Ryan Gosling.
Mm-hmm. And he's not super like part of.
Is Ryan Gosling the hot one? I'm just asking.
I think he's the more. I think he's the more universally beloved one. Universally,
I think I'm okay with that. I was just sort of
right
asking.
now, yeah, because Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have their whole like.
I'm a fan of the Gosling.
I think Ryan Reynolds has like a bit of a dickish edge to him. I like Ryan Reynolds, but that turns like some people off to him. I think, whereas Ryan Gosling is just like everyone.
Yeah,
there's no one who.
He seems to have all the right percentages of snark,
cleverness, hits all the right notes.
Yeah, he's like kind of that guy.
So anyway, his part of what's funny in that movie is
it was a great aside. Can I just point out? I'm not usually the meta guy.
Seriously, I was about to say, what do you mean?
That's funny.
But so he says he's like real dumb in that movie, and the most like the most beautiful moment in that movie is someone says they're just following orders, and he goes, "You know who else was just following orders?" Hitler. And it's like, you were so close, buddy. It's like, that's how I feel about TheJosh. Is he's like, you can't count the day you're on because like a day hasn't like I get what he's like, where his head's at, but it's just like wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel a little bit for TheJosh because here's the deal. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not like the smartest guy in the room. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys really have ever picked up on that.
We've talked about it.
I think
in private.
I don't like. Sometimes we're confident about things that we might not know as much as we feel like we know
all the time. I am all the time.
So I hate being like I hate if I've ever like felt like a bullshitter. I just never like that feeling where you're like, I might be a little overconfident, but I'm not catching it. Like I'm not quite read up on something. So I think Josh just got over his skis a little bit.
He wasn't. If at some point he had just been like, "Oh my God, you guys!
Yeah.
I'm so dumb. This was really funny. My bad." Like something like that. That would be like, oh, it's a bodybuilding. I don't know what their deal is, but like,
I think chill is not their game.
Yeah. No. So who knows? Yeah. Yeah, Justin would just be like, "Yeah, that's right. I knew it. I'm going to find you and murder you because you admitted you're wrong. You're weak."
Yeah, right. I don't mean to impugn everyone who works out, but it's like, no.
No, you're right. Because especially around that time, like, bodybuilding.com got in trouble because they were selling supplements laced with steroids.
Oh, shit.
God, I love the old internet.
No chill at all. Good Lord. That's great.
Yeah, I do, dude.
Do you think they were recording themselves back then? Because that's so big right now.
What do you mean?
Everyone recording themselves in gyms?
Not as big.
Well, I mean, they didn't have phones that would do that.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess a handful of people had iPhones.
They probably had like actual cameras.
Okay.
Because they were taking like.
When did that start? I don't even know.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So not like maybe recording.
Wait, is that like all over the internet right now? I don't really. That's not my corner of the internet, I guess.
What?
I don't see a lot
of
workout vid.
Yeah,
dude, it's like all over.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I mean, I know it's.
I don't mind like watching it. Like I like that kind of.
Is it people just being like, check out my grind, or is it people like, or are they at least pretending to like teach you?
I think there's, you know what I mean. There's a mix. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and there's people that's like. Posting someone walking in front of their camera and them getting mad about that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's a whole like.
It seems like it's like a bit of a thing. I've seen it like a couple times at the gym. Nothing like too crazy though. Yeah. I don't go any like I work out of my house, so I don't go. But it's very funny.
Your girlfriend lives in Canada.
Yeah. Thank you.
She goes to a different school.
But I don't film myself here. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna. I can't. That is crazy to me. The thought of doing that.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's.
I mean, we say that, but also, I mean, we film ourselves doing comedy. Like,
it's the thing that they love and they're the most proud of.
Yeah.
So it's still. I mean, it still reeks of. It's still icky to me to think about. But like,
I mean, I got a lot of before pictures. on my phone. I got a couple of those. You know what I mean?
You took those today.
Yeah.
I mean, I could. I don't know. I find that, yeah, I actually like love like gym culture stuff. I assume you guys do to some degree. I mean, you're runners and working out and stuff.
I kind of don't love the gym. I love running, but the gym is a chore for me, for sure.
Oh, I got you. I thought you were going to say.
One time you got locked out playing fitness. He just hasn't gotten over it. Man, that's a real callback. That was like a year ago.
Yeah.
You want to know something?
What?
Twice.
You did it again? How you get locked out twice?
You are the Josh. Good
I'm
Lord.
the Josh. I'm the Josh. Because I just like go there and it's Saturday or Sunday and I forget because it's a 24/5, right? So it's open like all of the weekday weeks 24 hours.
But are you going late other days?
It's like I go, well, so what I'm going there for is to put my stuff in the locker room so I don't have to like carry anything with me when I'm running. And then I'll go in there and maybe do a workout as well is the idea. Mm-hmm. But then 2 times, because I'm a dummy, twice, I've forgotten that it closes at 7 on the days when I've gone.
Well, how many days a week are you going, though?
Like...
Well...
3.5.
Oh,
no, you can't go. You can't go.
No, today was a 0.5.
That doesn't make any sense. All right.
Oh,
should we take a break?
Oh, we should absolutely take a break.
Yeah, I think we should take a break. But while we're here, do we want to just go ahead and talk about our shows that we got coming up?
Yeah,
let's do that.
So everybody, I'll be featuring at the Comedy Club at Duckworth this weekend for Ian Edwards. So if you're here in Charlotte, come check us out. Comedy Club at Duckworth, June 12th through June 14th. We got 5 shows coming up this weekend.
That's awesome.
My show, I'm on the one-on-one art exhibit on Juneteenth at VisArt Video. So it's going to be a mix of comedy, film, poetry, this whole thing. A bunch of black performers. Kayla Candy's also on the show. Shout out to Kayla.
Yeah, Kayla.
Got my monthly joint custody comedy show at Maui Boys Dispensary.
That should be my show.
Yeah. At Cornelius, in Cornelius, North Carolina, at Maui Boys Dispensary. Me and Don Garrett co-produced that show, so that's on 620. You're in Cornelius, check us out. Then also, I'm shooting my scene. So I'm in this movie called Night Terrors. It is a horror/comedy being filmed in Winston-Salem, and I'm playing the role of associate producer.
Yeah.
So I'm filming that this Thursday. So I don't know when the movie's coming out, but I just wanted to mention that because
That's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
You've been rehearsing and stuff. You've been learning your lines.
Dude, I have 2 lines. It's not out the rehearse.
Dude, still rehearse. I'm not even kidding. Still rehearse that shit.
All right.
Yeah, you want to. Yeah, yes. There's like anyway, we can get into it another time, but yeah. So I got shows too. This Friday, I will be in Williamsburg, Virginia, at the Precarious Beer Project. I've done that a couple times. Jonathan and I've done it. I think
it's a fun spot.
It's coming up. You're doing too. Yeah. That's a really, really fun spot. The great Paul Platt is actually opening for me on that one. That's gonna be awesome.
I know Paul Platt, but is there a great one?
Shots fired.
Anti Paul Platt.
Yeah,
we have taken this stance.
Yes, we have. Then Saturday, the next day, I'm actually going to Charleston, West Virginia, performing at the Sumthin Good Soul Food restaurant.
Oh boy!
Yeah, it's part of the bar comedy tour, which is everyone I've done so far.
The entire black population of West Virginia will be at this show.
Something spelled SUMTHIN. Sumthin Good Soul Food. But this bar comedy, everyone I've done, and I've done 3, 4, 5 of them. They've all been great. They're all
nice.
There was one in an email the other day that I wanted to do, but it's this Saturday, which is Nora's.
Yeah, the Statesville one.
It's Nora's dance recital.
Oh, we can't miss that. But yeah, that's a good one, by the way. I actually talked to him about getting some Charlotte people into that. Nice. He filled it, but he's like, hey, I'll take you up, and so we're gonna try to get some Charlotte people. Nice. It's a great room. I had a great time. And then on the 18th, I'm back up at Wobbly Butt. There's actually a charity show. I think it's Wednesday the 18th. It's in Mooresville at the bowling alley. But it's a very specific show, so I'm excited about that too.
Hey.
I have my Juneteenth special next Thursday. Goodnight.
At Goodnights.
I just picked a date without really thinking too hard in my brain about it.
It's gonna be a good show.
And so I am excited. I will be headlining the Goodnights 861 room next Thursday, June 19th. And I'm very excited about it.
Where are the tickets?
The tickets are at goodnightscomedy.com.
Right.
Please come out to that show. Selling that out would be amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know how realistic that I don't know. I have a lot of people I know coming, I think.
Cool.
So just anybody, if you can come or if you know anybody in the area, please, that would be incredible.
When you're there and on stage, if you would shout out that I'm going to be there on July 10th, that would be awesome.
I will absolutely forget to mention that.
Yeah, just
But
go ahead and do that. It'd be fine.
yeah, that wouldn't be jarring and weird at all.
I don't think so.
So, Jonathan, with it being on Juneteenth, are you joining the Nation of Islam before the show, or
It's
after
we're gonna.
the show?
It's gonna be. That's the feature. Is actually someone from the Nation of Islam.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a very, very white woman named Ashley
what? 'Cause
Greco,
I thought
who
about
we all
Ashley.
know and love. We
Gotta
love
love
Ashley. We miss Ashley.
'Cause you know how they had Bernie Sanders at Coachella. You have to have Mr. Louis Farrakhan
That's
come out and
yeah.
speak at your show.
I think I could get Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Is the Latino
Was there
gonna be
weird
there?
racial
Latina,
undertones to that?
yeah.
Me saying
Yeah.
that? I don't know.
Yeah, now that you mention it, kind of.
Yeah, I guess like saying like I could. Yeah, there's some. All right, let's move on.
Let's take a break.
Yes, we are taking a break, everybody. We'll be right back with more Zoning Out. All right, everybody, welcome back to Zoning Out, presented by the Comedy Zone. We are here. We have our drinks refreshed. The Latinas have been communicated to.
Good God.
Could have gone without it.
Really got
Jordan was like, nope.
got to give her a heads up.
I'm just having too much fun saying it at this point.
Do you want to? Should we talk more about her, Jonathan? Is there anything we should?
You go wild, guys. Have fun.
I just think do you want to like have a proper introduction or just
Stop this.
All right.
Stop this at once.
All right. Fine. But shout out to all the women named.
I know you're
Latina.
gonna come back to it. All right, can we stop for this moment?
Okay. All right. Fine.
And then
we will.
He'll
We
circle
will
back around to it. I know.
We'll transition to something else then. We just had this whole segment about stupidity, basically.
Basically,
Someone not
and
knowing
stubbornness. I
and
think also.
stubbornness.
Yeah.
But it's also fair to say that we all have our own lapses. Sometimes we make mistakes, right?
Sure.
That should be obvious.
Sure.
And I think one of my favorite examples of that is Lil Wayne had this bar one time where he said, "Wheezy F baby," and the F is for phenomenal.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one.
Oh, he didn't know.
Well, either he didn't know or he just kind of.
No, I think he really didn't.
You think
know.
he didn't know?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because
doesn't
Lil
really
Wayne
matter.
was so on fire at that point.
Yeah.
Nobody even really cared.
And he's one of the greats. I
He
mean,
is
there's
one
no
of the
question.
Can I just?
But there is a question now.
Fair.
There is a question now because
Why?
he released the Carter 6.
I still haven't listened.
You have not missed much. But he has
That's a
released the
shame.
Carter 6,
That's a shame
and
to
it is
hear.
being panned
No.
pretty much by everybody.
Wow.
It's bad. And
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it!
It was
little
so
I know,
bad.
Lil Wayne stuff I liked, but go on.
Oh,
It was so bad.
It's great.
Yeah, he's great. But the Carter 6 was so bad, I made a Facebook post sharing my thoughts.
Anything that drives you to Facebook.
Anything
Yeah.
that drive. Do you think about the person who typically posts on Facebook, like Jason? Do you think I want to be associated
Damn it!
with that person?
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but I do all the other ones too.
That's just that's you go to Facebook when you're furious.
Yes, and I was
Facebook is a
furious.
place for fury.
And I will get to the point that made me furious later on in this. But
Oh, no.
I called this segment the 6
I've just
Carter sins of Lil
just
Wayne.
put together what this
You guys
is.
see what I did
It's
there?
Sins.
Yeah,
It's a list of what's wrong.
yeah.
I just for the no one can see the screen even if you're watching.
Yeah.
But this is a this looks like an outline for a fucking thesis. Like this
Yeah.
is a lot. This looks academic.
yeah.
Yes.
Not
And-
to be confused with academics. Academic.
Yeah, I might get off some academic takes here.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, I put this out. This is out of love. I really have to care about artists to really
Yeah.
go this far into what went wrong here. And I've broken this out into 6 sections. All right, and we're going to tie each one into comedy as well. Now, sin number 1,
This is
the rollout.
This
Okay.
is the second epic
yeah,
segment
honestly.
of the show. All right.
Now, listen, the Carter series is a big deal.
Right.
All right, and not only for Lil Wayne fans, just hip hop fans, music fans in general, right?
I mean,
Like,
it's mentioned in the opening track of GNX. Used to bump the Carter 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And these albums are not just some of them at least are critically acclaimed. They've also have sold very well. The Carter 3 and the Carter 4 in the first week, both of those albums pretty much went platinum. Like, so these albums were very popular. And even the Carter 5 had great sales too. So
In like 3 or 4 weeks, is that what you said?
no, a week.
Oh, Jesus.
Week 1.
Yeah.
Both of those
Wow.
albums pretty much went
That's
platinum in a week.
Eminem numbers.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say that's like
Yeah.
kind of crazy. I was
And it's
thinking
interesting you
more.
bring up Eminem. He'll play a part in this too. So I found it interesting with all the controversy of Lil Wayne not getting selected for the Super Bowl to perform at the
I
halftime
immediately
show.
thought that too. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, okay.
So 2 days before the Super Bowl, or somewhere around that time, he announces the Carter 6 album. He announces the album in a Cetaphil commercial. Do you know what Cetaphil is?
Cetaphil is the Pepsi of lotions.
Yes, there is a
CeraVe
skincare.
is the one.
I have no idea how to process that.
Cetaphil is a skincare
I feel good
line.
about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's skincare line. Yeah.
Lil Wayne is known for a lot of things. Skincare is not.
No.
And
One of
Cetaphil
those
is
things.
maybe the least sexy name.
It's a very weird
It
name.
sounds like I mean, I guess it is in the sort of ballpark of medicine skincare is, but it sounds like a pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
Cetaphil.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what
my
you were
brain
thinking.
went to Vagisil.
Yeah,
and then
that's fair.
Cetaphil, and I was like, oh.
Oh no,
The amount of times
It's
you
not
mention
nut cream or
Vagisil is
I feel like if you look at the last part of that word wrong, you would say foul, and that
Cetaphile? That's someone who
That-
loves whales.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
I mean, I think like that would make it don't matter.
Hey, Google. She'll answer.
now, but here's the problem. You look, all right. So he did the Cetaphil commercial, and if you can get paid to promote your album, that's a win.
Yeah,
so
I'm
fine.
totally down
The
with
problem is after he did the Cetaphil commercial, there was nothing. We didn't get like a lead single.
Oh, no.
It wasn't like a video. They didn't release the track list until a few albums for a few hours.
He just said that should do it.
yeah, and that was it.
Oh, that's
Now look, he's not the first big artist to do something like that. Like big artists have had surprise album releases, all like that. That's not new, but that's never been something Lil Wayne has done. And
well, he's getting up there now, right? Maybe
He's
that's
getting
it.
up there in age,
Yeah.
so that's fair. I mean, has a long history of that syrup, so that could play a role in
that's
it.
true.
But I
That
also
what?
wonder the lean,
Pardon me?
promethazine.
I don't know what that means.
It's cough syrup. He has.
He should have. If he had done it in a cough syrup commercial,
Now,
would
that
have
would have been yes.
that would have been.
That would have been a win. But
Are
he
you
didn't.
suggesting he
It is. It's a known thing.
Suggesting?
Yeah, it's-
I don't know,
like-
but I'm trying to catch up. Like
So-
he drinks it because
Yes.
it's like he gets you high.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
To a degree. I mean, to a degree that it like got
don't
him like
put-
real sick.
Yeah.
They don't have
he-
like Coke down there in New Orleans or what?
They do.
It's
but-
just a thing.
Yeah.
It's a
Choice?
thing. It's not just him. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's a
figured-
whole
I figured he wasn't
subgenre.
the only one doing it.
Right.
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
a whole subgenre
Just
of rap.
do real drugs like an
yeah.
adult. Come on.
Anytime you hear lean,
Come on,
Yeah.
Wayne.
anytime you hear lean in a rap song, that's what they're talking.
And also, lean isn't for the
okay.
faint of heart. Like, let's just put
Yeah.
that out there too.
Well, now I got to try it.
Oh, okay.
Frank Ocean has that kind of coffin don't need lean. He's talking about it's a play on coffin.
Yes,
death,
I-
and
Sometimes
cough.
I'm just so innocent. This is fun.
Yeah,
feels good.
It is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And part of me wondered if the reason for this lack of a rollout was because his team knew this album wasn't up to the quality
Oh shit! Really?
of
You
a
think?
Carter album. Because the
Could
Carter
be.
album, and even some of his fans have been complaining about this. Like, if he hadn't have called it a Carter album, the backlash wouldn't have been as bad. It's kind of like
wow.
a stamp of approval.
Yeah.
If it's a Carter, it's supposed to be great,
Yeah, right.
His album was
right,
great.
right.
right? And so it kind of also made me wonder about other rollouts we've seen in comedy where, like,
Yeah.
there's an announcement and then nothing happens.
Interesting.
Right? Like we were just talking about the.
I got one I'm thinking of, but go ahead.
I was thinking about Nate Bargatze and the guys on the boat.
Yeah.
That made a big splash, no pun intended.
Oh boy.
And we heard nothing else about that
Yeah.
since.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I
Just to
pulled up an article
to bring
about it.
anyone who doesn't know is Nate Bargatze's doing a comedy cruise.
Yep.
Yes.
And it has some, what was it, 30?
I think it's 20. No, I think it's 22.
22.
Including Nate, I think it's 22.
22 comedians, and literally, and the true meaning of that word, literally, every single one is a white man.
Yeah, it's definitely not Noah's Ark.
It's
That's for sure.
Nope.
Yeah, every single one.
All white dudes.
No
All-
Latinos.
Yeah. And again,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was about
So
to
good.
apologize to
Perfect
her, but
time.
then I was gonna accidentally use her name, so I'm not doing that.
Maybe don't do that. It's probably not good.
Oh man.
Yeah,
But-
that rollout, it didn't. I think there's more splash to come from that. Maybe not in a positive way, but you're right. It's like
I think it's to its benefit. It's gotten not a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know Mitch Burrow wrote an article. He's a comic.
Right.
I've worked with him several times. He wrote an article about it that feels like it's. I don't want to misquote the title, but it's like it seems like a DEI protest.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is, I absolutely do think it definitely has that energy, whether or not that is intentional.
Yeah.
It's hard not to read it that way in fucking 2025. But also, like, that was on some website. This, like, Nate Bargatze's the biggest comic in the
Kinda
world.
in the world, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least
Pretty
in this,
big.
at least in
Really
America.
big,
Yeah.
And like the fact that this isn't this should be everywhere. This should be maybe not front page of the New York Times, but in the New York Times.
Well,
you
it
know
does
what I
say
mean?
that they're going to add people, and I think it's 2027. I don't even think it's next year.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about
Still
that.
though, that seems like something that would get picked up by at least entertainment news.
Yeah. Right.
You know, like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
It's really surprising to me
Yeah.
that we haven't heard more about it.
Yeah, and maybe we will. I don't know.
But that is a while ago that it was announced. It seems I'm
At least
truly
months ago,
surprised
anyway, yeah.
that it hasn't been more of
The
a thing.
other rollout that I was thinking of was Eddie Murphy talking about doing stand up again. If you
Oh
guys
yeah,
remember.
I forgot about that.
Netflix paid him like $70 million or something
Yeah.
like that. That shit went away because I heard rumblings, and this was just going to happen anyway, where he wasn't very good, and then COVID happened, and I think he got saved, and you've never heard about him doing stand up.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
I was excited about him. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, like this is gonna be was like Roseanne coming back and doing stand up.
Right.
And we all know how that worked.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Jesus Christ.
My favorite. I did not watch the whole special, believe it or not. Roseanne's, but in the like trailer or whatever for it, she says, "My pronouns are kiss my ass."
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's not even in the like. How is that? That doesn't even clever. I'm not even going to approach using the word clever. Like that's just nothing. That's nothing.
Right.
It has nothing to do with a pronoun. I guess technically "my" is a pronoun, but like that's just like that's nothing.
Yeah.
How can you be that fucking lazy and bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roseanne sucks.
She
I have
sucks.
Zero problem like saying that.
100%.
She sucks now. I remember her being so great, and then like that thing that went away fast.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
that? Remember that? It's not. She's her being the worst is not new though. You remember?
Oh my God.
It was like a maybe over a decade ago. It was a while back. She had that thing where it was like a photo shoot for some magazine or something, and she was like putting. It was something about like the Holocaust. It was like putting something in the oven.
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
and
I
it
don't
was
remember
very
that.
it was very unambiguously like there was no doubt as to what
Yeah.
that it was referencing things in the oven for like it was just like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's
I
bad.
can't remember the specifics of it, but I remember like an oven mitt and like it's just like what is happening?
So this just reminded me of something. Okay. Breaking news. I just saw this, and I think it's real, so forgive me if it's not. Roseanne Barr and Michael Richards are set to release a new sitcom focused on traditional values,
Oh my
saying no to
God.
the woke. Dude, look at
Oh my
Oh man.
God.
Ugh.
that. This
That's
is real,
disgusting,
right?
Michael Rich. That is some South Park shit, dude. Like that
Yeah,
sounds like
honestly.
a bit. Like I mean, there was that whole episode about him, but
Yeah. Wait. I went back to the same thing.
that is wild.
So I don't think it's fake, man. I'm like,
I wouldn't be surprised if y'all noticed the huge influx of, not that these two things are exactly the same, but if we're honest, they are very related. A huge influx of faith-based movies, like big,
Yeah.
like with budgets and with stars,
Yeah.
in them.
Yeah.
That shit is upsetting to me.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
agree.
It is. There are so many, and they're not. It's not. We're not talking about progressive Christianity here. You know, like they're getting real star power behind these Christian movies that are like mainstream money,
Yeah.
mainstream budget,
They're shooting some
mainstream
here
backing.
in town, by the way. I don't know. if
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know
that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Did you audition?
I have.
Have you?
Of course I
No
have.
way.
I have.
Oh, I would love.
That's funny.
I would accept the existence of one of these movies with enthusiasm if Jason Allen King was in it, so I could just be like, "You're the worst
Yeah.
every day."
Yep.
Oh man. Okay.
Go ahead, Jordan. We were just
Nah, all good.
Get to it.
Sin number 2. Outdated and recycled bars.
Oh no!
All right. Now,
What?
if you don't know much about Lil Wayne, I can tell you Lil Wayne is pretty much known for living in his own world. Like he doesn't really keep up with current events at all. I'm serious. Like his main news source is ESPN. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Like there's been plenty of moments over the years which have been kind of funny, like him thinking 21 Savage was a group. That's just a single rapper.
That's
Yeah.
Jason's.
Or
Thank you.
it was a recent article where he claimed that he didn't know Jay-Z and Kanye West made an album together.
What?
No.
That is like an iconic album.
Yeah, and there's also video proof of him dissing both of them for making that album. Like, so like, it's hard to get a gauge on like if he's
Yeah.
being serious all the
Right.
time or not. But it is pretty well established. He doesn't really keep up with a lot, right? And the problem with that is when you are that out of touch with the world, you end up with like saying some of the same things. Like your like thoughts, your perception of things just don't evolve. That's
You've got
insane.
limited. Wait, what is that one?
That's from back in the day. I'm so sorry
Oh
to
my
derail,
God.
but I found
That's
it.
insane.
No,
It's the Roseanne picture we're
Yeah,
talking about.
she's a
Okay,
complete
all right,
piece of
continue.
shit.
We can
Sorry.
come back to it or
Ugh.
not.
But
Either
it's
way.
just on record. Roseanne can go fuck herself.
Yeah.
big
Piece
time.
Of shit.
Big
Yeah.
time.
Absolute fucking scumbag.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Yep.
But and that's when you get out of touch like that, that's how you know with some of these punchlines that we get on the album. Lil Wayne is still making punchlines about Stevie Wonder and Sylvester Stallone in 2025. Who cares?
Yeah.
Really? Like really, who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
And what's gotten worse, he's even recycled.
Sylvester Stallone to me is the real sin there, because Stevie Wonder at least like still like we know pop culture knows Stevie Wonder, blind singer. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's there at least. Half the fucking people on the planet right now don't know who Sylvester Stallone
Yeah,
is.
that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
okay,
not,
fair
he's
point.
not a relevant person.
Yeah, under 30
No,
at
no
least.
shade. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's fine. He's cool.
Yeah,
but,
especially
like,
since he got kicked out of like the Creed movie. Like,
right.
Yeah.
He's
Did
not.
he?
yeah, they
I
didn't
didn't
pick him up
actually
for
know.
like Creed. He was
100.
in no, he was in like Creed 1, 2, and then I think after that he kind of like got pushed out the
Yeah,
series
okay.
a little bit. Yeah, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah. I point being, yeah, he's not around. He's not
Yeah.
in the popular
I mean, he
consciousness.
is. He's got stuff current, but I get it.
But in the popular consciousness, he's. I think there are. I think
he's in that
you-
King of Tulsa, and he's in those red. not
True,
red,
but I think you
but
talk to 100 random Gen
I
Z
agreed.
people.
Agreed.
And
I just
at
didn't want it to
least
sound like
30
we didn't
of
know,
them.
we didn't know that he was in.
Right,
shit.
right, totally. I'd
Yeah.
say at least 30 of them,
Yeah.
probably more, don't know who that is.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably fair guess.
All right.
Another bad thing about this, he's even recycled some of his own punchlines.
Oh, that's
Like
tough.
on this new album, he has this one line where he says, "Barrel to your temple like a pimple." It goes zit 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 like zits,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like zits. I mean, yeah.
Do you need
Because you see the feel, so you don't have to worry about it. But
oh shit.
he has also used that same punchline pretty similarly a decade ago on a mixtape.
Woof.
That Uzi goes zit 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 as pimples.
Oh no.
And it's just like,
It doesn't feel like you can repeat those things.
you shouldn't be
You
able
absolutely
to.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
And it's what I do like. I think it's okay for you to write that song and forget, but he's got people who
He's better, right?
He's got people who, if they're honest with him, which it
Yeah.
sounds like
Maybe not.
maybe he's got some yes people on
think
the
so.
team. But if you got people who are actually looking out for you and willing to say stuff to you that you maybe don't super want to hear, they would point that it'd be like, dude, that's the bar from 10 years ago. Like, what
Yeah.
are you, 20 years ago, whatever. What are you doing?
Yeah, I agree. And I think some of the speculation has been that he has a bunch of yes people around him,
Sounds
because
like
otherwise they shouldn't have let this album go out. Right. But
I love that you guys are saying yes people, not yes men. Nicely done, guys.
Yeah, well,
I guess
Jonathan
I
pushed me
guess
to
I
it.
did do that, didn't
Yeah.
I? Man, I'm just accidentally woke now. This is
You're a
great.
lib.
I'm a dude. I'm not even a lip-tard. I'm a left-tard. You know leftist difference between it? All right, doesn't matter.
I did. I don't know enough.
I'd be
to-
happy to
okay.
not talk about that on the podcast because it's boring, but it is a thing.
But people have also recycled jokes, right? Like I remember
Sure.
Joe Rogan got some criticism because on his latest special.
Joe Rogan got some criticism.
Can you believe it? But he used a joke apparently from like his first special on his latest special, and people, granted, the special was not well received anyway because people just didn't think it was funny. But then also do
Sounds
that,
likely.
it just made him look very unprepared.
Yeah. Joe Rogan didn't ever seem like the strongest comic.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't even
agree
think
with
that's
that too.
like. Yeah, I don't give a shit either way. But I don't think that's like the biggest criticism in the world. That guy's. I don't think his.
He's never been
MO is-
he's never been like in the conversation of
Yeah,
in the GOAT
No.
conversation,
Not even
like
remotely.
Yeah.
But
Right.
So
Although it is funny
But
at the mothership, like he has a bunch of like classic albums on the wall and his album.
oh my god.
got to be honest, guys. If I got a
Oh, I'm
comedy
doing it,
club,
yeah.
I'm doing that shit
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Be like, have you guys seen this shit? Because it's amazing. It's my face.
I don't know. Are you though? Are you doing that?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think you're doing
You know
that.
me so fucking.
Yeah.
God damn it. You know I would fucking.
You are.
I would do it 100%.
Yeah.
I
That's
promise you
all I
not.
would have on the wall.
Yeah, just
Just real big.
Thank you. I was playing it big, and I would not fucking.
I'd have some pictures of myself in a headband, like, and that was off-air conversation.
Yeah. All right. Sin number 3. Kids bop energy. and Bono.
But let's just be clear. Bono is almost always a sin outside
Yes.
of U2.
Yes. No. Even with you two.
Well-
This is what drove me to make that Facebook comment.
Let's say YouTube post the year 2000. They were good before that.
I don't know much about their newer stuff, but I gotta tell you, I actually really like you too.
Yeah, I actually quite like them.
Yeah.
There was the All That You Can't Leave Behind or some shit like that was their album. That was like when
The
I
one
was
they
in middle
force
school. That was
fed
good.
every all of us.
Right.
I refuse to listen to.
Yeah,
It.
Yeah.
That one I
They've
didn't
sucked.
appreciate.
They've sucked for a good 2 decades at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
go on.
I just want to make it clear. There's never been a time in my life where I wanted to hear Bono.
That's fair.
I never wanted to hear him.
I don't want to hear him talk.
I never wanted to hear him talk. I never wanted to hear him on a feature. Never wanted to hear him as a solo artist,
Yeah.
not with his band. I hate the way that he walks, I hate the way he talks. I definitely hate the way he dresses.
Certified bonophile.
You know what's funny? I loved him in Sing 2.
Sing
He's
too.
in Sing T-
He's in
So many questions.
Yeah. So
have
you guys know that if you don't
materialized
know,
in my. I know because I've seen it
you've
because I have a
got
child.
You've got a young.
But I
a
don't
young
remember
girl.
him in it.
He is the lion in Sing 2.
Okay.
And it's so good. Sing
Yeah.
1, if you guys haven't seen it, is amazing. This is gonna be weird for everybody.
Okay, dude.
It's-
Amazing.
I stand by every word I say moving forward. Sing 1 is amazing. Sing 2 exceeds expectation. It's even better than Sing 1. It's phenomenal.
All right, Jordan. Here's real life.
If you like
The Sing movies are
animated-
very fun and they're better than you think.
Okay.
No, they're great. That's
So you're saying those are the Illmatics of
Yes.
Disney movies.
Sing 1, Sing 2 are the
It's like a third
Illmatic.
callback.
You're
They're
calling
fantastic.
back like a
And
motherfucker.
Bono's great in it. Just saying.
By the
I gotta
way,
be honest to myself.
that's the weakest moment on Damn.
Yes.
Is that in a
Yes.
fantastic song too? I think XXX is like one of the best songs on that album. But man, why did U2 have to come into it?
Never want to hear Bono in my
geez.
life
All
for
right.
no reason.
cool.
Actually, God is a terrible song. God's worse than that. Anyway, go on.
So anyway, the song that he has with Bono on this album, it sounds like something you would hear at an MLM convention, right? Or like the people that had like the meeting about the gaycation, like it sounds like one of those. Like when any place you're going to where people are trying to like convince you.
You mean you show up and they roll and they dim the lights and the video comes down?
Yes,
and this is
that's
the
the
presentation
song.
about Amway or whatever the fuck.
Yes, that's the song they're playing.
Mary Kay.
They are playing that song for Mary Kay. Yes, exactly. Like the song sounds so cheap.
Oh, I gotta.
Sounds so cheap.
You're actually making me want to listen to this
I know,
album.
me too. It's exactly how I feel. I'm like, how do I get
Well,
to this?
if Lil Wayne gets more album sales off of this, then
Yeah,
cool.
listen, he could probably.
Now, let me also say, I hate kids on songs.
You do.
Oh,
We've talked about
wow.
this.
I've
Have we
talked
talked about this on the podcast?
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about
I
it
think
on
we
the
talked about
podcast.
this. Yeah, I've. Go ahead. I've like tried to think of
just
examples
so everybody
on
knows,
my own
Jordan
time.
said
by
he
the way.
hates kids, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Kids have never made music better. I stand by that stance.
As a general.
Jackson 5?
Ooh.
Mike was an anomaly. And then the rest of them I
Mike
could
was
done
an
without.
anomaly,
I love that
just
you called him
kind of
Mike.
in general. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the rest of them I could have done without. I've never heard a kid on a song and it made the song better. At best, it was neutral. Pretty much all the time, it's made it worse. It sounds like Kids Bop.
There is
I never want to hear it.
Mbop is a great song.
Listen to. Do you like early weekend? Like
Yes.
Okay. Loft music. I don't know if you would count this as having kids on it or not.
That does
but
not
do you know what I'm
kid.
talking about? That because there's like I think it's maybe synthesizer, but it
Yeah.
like is very clearly supposed to sound like kids. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but it's Abel. So I'm not. No, that doesn't. That's not a kid.
I'm so trying to
Wait,
think of
why?
other
Why
kids.
does that? Wait, why is this just like a you love him so much thing?
Well, I am a Weeknd fan, but
Me too.
one, kids are just like they don't know how to make
No,
good
but
music.
why?
Like,
no,
they're
but
just
why?
like-
No, stop pivoting. Why on Loft music? Why does that not count? Because you
Because-
know that's supposed to sound like kids.
Yeah, but
Don't
it
you
didn't
don't you agree to
really-
that, right?
It just sounded more like high pitched to me. It just didn't. I didn't really get kid from it.
Okay? So you would disagree with my premise?
Yeah, I don't think I really would got.
Okay.
Now that you say it, I can kind of see
Yeah.
it, but like I never really got that in the moment.
Well, is it
listening.
going to make the song a little less enjoyable?
I
now
doubt
that
it.
Okay.
I think because I'm a
Yeah.
fan now. But
It is.
no.
I mean, it is. I don't. I would not sit here and have one of my signature screaming into the void arguments that's kids. But like that is
Yeah.
when I've heard that song, which is a fantastic song. I have always thought that's kids in the background, even though I think it's a synthesizer or whatever. But all right.
Okay, interesting. But so to kind of also tying that back to comedy, we've all seen like, or maybe we can even keep it on music, but we've all seen like a show or something that would have been perfect if it wasn't for that one character or that one actor that just
Yeah.
brought down the scene.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't have any particular examples that come to the top of mind, but
I don't either.
okay.
Sorry.
All right, fine. We can keep rolling in.
Actually, there was God. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. It was like one of those M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Okay.
Which every M. Night Shyamalan movie, there's a few that are just good,
Yeah.
and then there's all of the rest of them except for Old, which is horrible in every way. Just one of the most horrific movies I've ever seen. But all of his other movies that I've seen all are like. Have that, it's not necessarily kid, but it's all like, dude, this could have been so good.
Right. Yeah.
You know
It had
what I
the
mean?
potential,
It's
but you just had the.
So the one that I'm thinking of is The Visit, which
The
is
Visit.
pretty good. I
Okay.
think that movie's pretty decent. But the kids
Mhm.
who are the main characters. Have you seen that movie?
I
The
haven't,
Visit?
but if there's
The
kids involved, I'm sure it was bad.
The kids, and I don't even think it's their fault. I think it's the writing. I think the kids the actors are fine, but like it is the most cringeworthy shit I've. Oh my god! You know what? M. Night Shyamalan needs to never write. He needs to only direct, and provide plot twists. He can write the plot, but he can't write dialogue.
Have we gone from music to acting?
We're kind of
back
like
at it.
tying stuff
Yeah,
in.
we're
Right.
talking about kids and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, all right. We're
I
gonna
have
keep.
thoughts. We can. I mean, if you, I can jump in because I
Jump in.
But I think like Stranger Things.
Yes.
And I think the It movie. Those are two of the best like
They are-
young person acting you're gonna get.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know about the singing business of what we're talking about. Like I didn't watch
Yeah.
like the What were the early ones like with Selena Gomez and all them were in the Ryan Gosling was in it. Was it
Mickey Mouse Club?
Mickey Mouse Club,
Was
yeah.
any of that any good? I never watched it.
I would doubt it, but I don't know.
Those are
either.
talented people coming.
They're talented people, but
JT was in it.
JT, yeah, that's true. Ryan Gosling, did you say that already?
Yeah, he was in it. So.
All right, yeah,
but
all right.
I don't think you're necessarily making the argument that kids ruin movies.
I was
just
joking
saying,
about that. Yeah.
You're just saying like for you, kids are the kryptonite to songs, just as sometimes there's one or more characters who is the kryptonite to a movie.
Yes.
All right, can I give one more example of it? So what's that song? I never get it right. She sounds like she's British, where it's like she does some lyrics and then it's like boom, 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 shot.
MIA. Paper Planes.
Paper Planes. So
great.
that's kind of fun when the kids are singing with that. No?
Ooh, that's a good one.
No.
I can't remember. I can't remember the rhythm
to which
of
part?
it.
No
I can't
to.
remember the
I
rhythm of it.
don't really like that song.
You don't like that song?
Not really.
And it
kinda
is
love
the
that
main
song.
reason because of the kid sounds.
The kids are singing it. They're kind of.
I love that song.
Yeah. It's kinda
I love that
great,
song,
right?
and I think it's a worse song without the kids.
I would agree. I
Yeah.
don't think it's
All right. I can't get y'all on board with this.
No.
Kids
I
ruin-
actually think I probably mostly agree with you. I
Okay.
think.
I like that there's some difference
Yeah.
in opinion.
Although I think I agree with you, but at the same time, I don't have examples of positive or negative, really, except for that's a great one. That's
I got
positive.
another one actually. All right. So what about in this? This is probably before y'all's time.
Ooh, I have another one too. Go
So what about it's Lost Boys? There's I can't remember who sings the song,
That
but the
is
kids
before
are
my
singing "Thou shalt not kill." Thou shalt. It's like
That
this
sounds
great
badass.
haunting fucking thing. It's actually fantastic. I know. I'm just trying to find holes in your.
Aaliyah. Again, I don't know if this really counts. You know what I'm getting at?
Jonathan.
You know what I'm getting at?
Jonathan.
Get it?
All right. Go ahead. Keep going.
The tell me that somebody.
Okay.
Tell me- It has the
Oh my god!
That's a baby, dog.
I
That's
love
a baby. You think that song's better without that? That's the signature of that fucking song.
You're
That's-
exactly
I
right.
can't believe-
That song is a masterpiece. Almost without it,
That's not fair.
it's a good song. Without so that's not fair.
That's
know.
not
I
fair.
heard it.
That's it. So you brought Aaliyah into this. All right, nah, fine. I'll give you that.
That song is objectively better
No,
with
fine,
the
you
kid
win.
noise.
All right, fine. All right, you got it.
Shouts out to Timberland for that one.
Yeah.
Rest
For-
in peace, Aaliyah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
But the reason I brought up kids anyway, because I don't even think I got to the reason why. Lil Wayne has his kids on this album. That was
his
a mistake.
Kids,
Yes.
his children. Oh,
yes,
okay.
and that was a mistake.
Yikes!
Almost always a mistake in general.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Putting your own kids in
Almost,
shit?
aside from the great Aaliyah, yes. But yeah, putting your own kids on the album usually doesn't work out. Your kids are pretty much never as talented as you are.
What?
I love these.
What
I
about
love these
the-
hard stances, Jordan.
What
This is
about
fun.
the end? What about the end of Mother I Sober? Where Whitney comes in, Kendrick's fiance / de facto wife, Whitney, and then she says, "Say thank you, Daddy," and then his daughter says, "Thank you, Daddy, thank you, brother." Is that song worse because of that? I know that's a little different.
Yeah, because it's not like somebody actually like
Gotcha.
performing on the
Yeah.
song. Yeah, that I don't.
But I
count
did
that.
want to hear you criticize that beautiful.
Oh
song.
no! I criticize that whole album. I don't listen to that album at all.
Oh, I know that, but
Yeah.
you don't. But you actually explained this to me before, and I buy what you say. You say you think it's a beautiful album that you will never listen to again.
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
great.
Which is fair because that it is a. I do listen to it, but it is a lot.
Yeah.
It's
Now-
heavy.
I will say one more thing though, because you did make me think. Where I would concede, and this is actually in a movie, but kids are singing, like Nightmare on Elm Street, where the kids are singing.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's way more haunting coming from the kids.
What about- okay,
Freddy's
what
coming
about-
for
I'll give them that. That's way more impactful with kids doing it.
So okay, but in general, how do you feel about scary kids singing in movies? I feel
Yeah.
like that's an effective.
Yeah, it is effective. I don't like
Okay.
that.
All right.
Yeah, but as far as regular music goes, please
What
keep
is
the
it?
kids off.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for
Yeah.
you. 2, 3.
I think it's 3, 4.
I don't know
3,
if I've ever
4,
seen it. I
better
probably
lock
have.
the door.
Stuff
I
like
can't
that.
remember if I said- yeah, get a crucifix.
Is that like a super good movie? Should I watch it?
Yeah,
It's a
dude.
I've probably seen it.
Dude, Nightmare on Elm Street 1 is a legitimately scary ass
Great.
movie,
Yeah.
dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for movies that will genuinely scare me because most of them don't.
That I think, like, for when it was, because it's super gritty and feels real.
Great.
Yeah.
And like even the effects of the guy up on the
So
yeah,
the reason that I say it that way, the reason I'm like, should I watch it, is because that's one of those things that's become such a cultural touchstone that it's like a joke now.
What is?
You know, like Freddy Krueger in general is like.
Oh yeah, because there's been 30 movies.
Right.
Yeah.
And everyone, and it's like, just it's such a like thing. It's the same.
At least the first two, if not the first three. Number one is legitimate and like low budget and scary as shit.
Yeah.
Number two, it gets a little bit more money behind it. You can tell.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happens.
Yeah.
Freddy started to become kind of bigger than.
Well, and there's just so many parodies of it. There's so many.
He became
so
like
many,
this quippy guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of took over this.
Right.
Yeah, when it got to the point where you almost started to root for Freddy, that's when things kind of got.
It's
like
the
a
same.
little,
It's the same as Carrie for me. Carrie is such a like cultural thing in the zeitgeist, the pig's blood, all that. That when I actually watched it, I was like, all right, let's see what this is about. And then I watched it, I was like, this is the scariest shit I've ever seen. Like, it's an incredible movie.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway,
Kids Bop Energy.
All right, so let's
Are
go
we on
with
4?
Yeah, we're on 4 now. It's the Death by Track List.
I love these
I don't even
titles.
know what that means.
Now listen, so here's the thing: the Carter albums, and really, probably Lil Wayne albums in general, have always been long albums. Like there are routinely 20 plus track albums. Yes, they've usually ran long.
that's interesting.
Now here's the thing: that's not a problem when the music is good. But when it just continues to drag on and on and on, it just becomes a chore.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I think this album, maybe it could have been decent had this only been like 12 or 14 songs.
It's a Donda situation.
Yeah. Yeah, if you scale it back, like Illmatic. Right? But it was not going to be Illmatic.
Is this again his people should have like pulled out some of those
So,
tracks?
yeah, there's a lot of tracks.
Pause.
There's a track with an elephant on it.
Go on.
No, there's a track produced
This is an
by Lin-Manuel
Manuel
the dude-
Miranda?
Yeah,
Really?
the guy from there's an elephant on the song, Jason.
It does like a call.
It does the thing.
Like
yes.
that? Like the-
Yes, it does that.
The thing.
I mean, I loved Buffalo. But
Okay,
I don't know.
honestly, in theory, if anyone could make that great, it would be
It'd be
Lil Wayne. In theory,
Lin-Manuel,
theory. No, I mean Lil Wayne.
Oh.
Doing some
Yeah.
goofy shit like that.
Yeah, it was too goofy.
Yeah, too goofy.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
I
funny
support, I
enough,
support you, Jordan.
I think
on
that Lin-Manuel Miranda is amazing, and also like should never be involved in actual rap.
No. Yeah,
I'm with
Because
you.
Hamilton, I like what they're doing on Hamilton. I like how they use rap, but it's not like
It's theater rap.
it's
You're
theater-
right.
be honest, it's
beautifully
theater
put.
rap, yes.
Beautifully
Yeah.
put. Because I like it. It's good, but like none of them are like dropping an album or
Yeah.
Well,
should.
let's because I also think this about theater comedy. Just to be very clear, I thoroughly enjoy theater. I think theater is great.
I love Hamilton.
Theater comedy, theater humor is not stand-up humor.
Right,
It's not even
right,
movie
right.
humor.
Right.
It is a very specific. You got to be there. You got to be in the moment.
Yes.
Because it doesn't always work. So yes,
Right.
I
Agreed.
subscribe.
Yeah. Now I think for this case though, there was an easier fix because there was a signature thing about these Carter albums that he got away from that he could get back to, which is taking one great beat and rapping over it multiple times throughout the album.
Okay.
Like the Carter 2, there's one great beat that he raps over near the beginning of the album, midway through, and it's like the closing track of the album too.
It
And
has
it's just
a
like
symmetry to it. It makes sense. It's like intentional. Yeah.
yeah, and I think like if you're going to insist on having these longer albums to avoid these production issues of just having these cheap SoundCloud sounding beats, if you can just get one great beat and stretch it out multiple times, we can get around that.
He bought a pack, 808s.
Possibly. Possibly. The budget for the Car 6 might have been low. Like I don't
Although
know
one
what's
of the
going
songs
on
on
here.
Damn was from a pack. Is that the word pack? You call it a pack?
I think it is something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one Steve Lacy produced, right?
No, it's Feel.
Oh.
Steve Lacy produced
Wait,
Pride,
Feel?
I think. Yeah.
That's my favorite song.
It's a great song. And
Wow.
that's from that's like a purchased beat.
Well, okay. I
That's
guess
just a side note.
no,
That's a side note.
that's
Yeah.
good. I guess since we're here, we'll go ahead and jump to it. The problem. Well, actually, no. I'll say that for the next point. Now, here's where this ties into comedy. Obviously, there's some people that just don't know when to get off stage.
Oh, Jesus. Good Lord.
True.
The light
Let's
is
name 'em.
flashing. No, you know who you are. If you didn't before, you surely do by now. But the light is flashing. You just will not get off the stage.
You just won't do it.
Yeah,
Well, I'll say this. Carlos Mencia used to go and do like 2 friggin' hours on stage.
I heard he still does.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like,
And here's why I think it's crazy, because I remember the staff, and I don't want to sell them out, but it's like they want to go home. They already did.
yeah, that's
check
not
drops.
selling them out at all. They're
it's like-
adults who have
Oh, it
lives.
sucks. You can't stay and do all that shit.
How do you? Okay,
Exactly.
something like that. How do you not know, or do you know and not
You
care?
have to. You have
you
to
know and don't care.
Have to
There's
know.
no doubt in my mind.
So gross.
Yeah.
So how about this? I just did shows at the Laugh Factory in Reno. 75-minute shows.
Right. Great.
Yeah,
That's how it
They're
should
not
be.
even
Beautiful. I
90-minute
love it.
shows. It's fantastic.
Nine.
how it should be.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm so for that.
Yeah.
It's 15, 20, and 40. Did I do
Beautiful.
the math right?
Beautiful.
75, yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's great.
Man. It like every show felt so tight. Obviously, they were. By the way, the host is fantastic. There, he's a guy
House.
who's been doing
Is
it
it a
forever.
house
Well,
host?
he's a guy. His name is Howie Nave, and it's a guy, I know I'm going off track, but Howie Nave. He's so good, dude. He lives in Tahoe, and he used to work with the guy who basically. The improv, the improvs, Bud, Jesus Christ, Bud Freeman, excuse me, like legend Bud Freeman.
Got it.
All the improvs. He worked with that guy very closely for years and years and years. He like ran his club, and and he's still doing it. But he came up to do these shows. He knows.
So
Derek.
he's just like a pro.
He's a dude. He's
Yeah.
a pro. Me
Yeah.
following him was just kind of like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Sure. Like he's literally 40 years in the and he's like this amazing host. He does 15, I do 20, Derek does 40. Like it was
I love it.
It's perfect.
so professional,
Yeah.
like across the board. It's fantastic. Anyway.
But nah, I mean, it makes sense. And it just reminded me of the advice that you had gotten before of like kill them in 3 before you die in 5.
Yeah, that's right.
There you
It's that simple.
Mhm.
Don't overcomplicate this shit. Do your time and get out of there.
Yeah.
This idea of going long because things are going so good. It's like they could be going great, and 2 minutes later they could be like, "Why is this guy still?"
I think my shows in Arlington, as much as especially the first one, as much as I think they went pretty well, I think they suffered from me trying to hit 90. I do. I
All right.
just shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Turns out. But
Well, yeah. I mean, was there other parts of the show that should have gone shorter?
yes.
Yeah, there it is. In hindsight,
Right.
we can say in hindsight,
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
Or wait, what's next?
by having too long of an album, right, that gets compounded by sin number 5, lost substance.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. Lil Wayne's beginning a lot of criticism that has been unfair. Because a lot of people have been acting as if Lil Wayne has never had any depth to his records.
Yeah, that's not true.
That is not true at all. Like, one of the most pivotal moments of his career was a verse that he had on the song called Hollywood Divorce. And we kind of got into really how capitalism has really caused people to try to profit off of the tragedy of Hurricane Katrina.
Does capitalism really do that, guys?
How much time you got?
Yeah, right. Right.
Should we do a second episode after
that
this?
doesn't sound like capitalism at all. Does.
But it was that verse that caused people to take him more seriously as a rapper. And there's
Yeah.
other examples, even more recently on the Carter 5. There's a song about called Let It All Work Out, where he kind of gets into, how do I phrase this? Shooting himself on purpose.
Oh,
And, we may not even have Lil Wayne.
wow.
And I tear up every time I hear that song.
Did he? I'm sorry, I don't know much about this.
So the story behind it was,
I don't know, actually.
I forget exactly why, but his mom was threatening to not let him rap anymore. And Lil Wayne was a kid at the time. And he just really loved rap so much that if he couldn't have it, he just didn't want to
live
be here.
anymore?
So
Kind of thing? Wow.
he shot himself. Unfortunately,
No
he got
shit.
saved and everything. But
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to hear it. Anybody saying that Lil Wayne has never had depth, that is
Dude,
truly false.
he's one of the greats.
He is one of the greats.
Like, and
I don't know much
just-
about it, but yeah. It seems
Yeah.
like-
But now, with that being said, this criticism does have some merit because a lot of the time,
Oh, he is silly. There's no
Yes.
question about that.
and a lot of the time, Lil Wayne isn't rapping about anything. All right, it is typical rapper topics. Like, I'm smoking the best this, I'm
Yeah.
selling this, I'm
Wearing this.
I got the Latinas.
I'm drinking this.
It's
Got the Latinas.
it is a lot of that. Now, even that, to hold that against him is a little unfair because
Yeah.
the reason he built up his career is by being so prolific, by putting out all these mixtapes and all these albums and all these 20 tracks of him rapping over whatever beat. Like, that's kind of how he built up his
I
fan
loved
base.
him even when he was like 14. I loved him, dude.
Yeah.
The Cash Money days. I
Yeah.
loved him.
I vaguely remember him being like the idea of it, Lil Wayne, because he was younger.
He
and
was
smaller.
he was
He was,
14,
yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
his first record.
Yeah.
How old is he
He's
now?
a
Do you
teen-
guys know?
He's about 40. He's
Gotta-
not that much
yeah.
older.
Gotta be
than
got to
us.
be our age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's-
right,
Yeah,
right.
he's not that
Okay.
far.
All right.
And that's the thing. It's like when you rap that much, how many heartfelt songs can you really make? Like, honestly,
There is a question about the it's not limitless. Like,
How much
like,
do you really have to say?
Talent is
Right.
limitless. Like, yeah, I totally get that.
And also, I think or not talent, but substance
That's kind of what
can-
I was thinking of. Substance.
can
Substance, yeah.
it can run out just from your life becoming real easy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a huge problem when it comes to artists.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, I got nothing else to say.
Yeah. It's
I have a hard
things are
time
going pretty good.
Yeah, every time I hear someone, 30 Rock did a whole thing with Tracy Morgan on that, which is like kind of like became not accessible at all. He'd be like, "You ever be eating your lobster?" And you're like, And it's like they did a whole thing.
Yeah.
Of that. It's like, yeah, that happens. It's like you
Yeah.
lose your edge or whatever.
Yeah. It's true, man. And that's when you have to really know yourself. Like, I mean, as much as I'm disappointed to hear about Andre 3000 not wanting to rap again, if you can recognize you don't have anything to say,
Sure.
Play your flute.
play the flute, play the piano, do whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, and piano. You're right.
Yeah.
I listened to the piano record. I kind of like it.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
I thought the flute album was okay. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not with the
Yeah,
piano.
I mean,
All right.
I'm definitely keeping kinda in there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Fair
all
enough.
right.
But to tie this to comedy, and gosh, I hate to say this, man. If you've been watching Cat Williams' latest specials,
I haven't seen. I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't
it's
seen it.
not really there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I love Cat.
And here's the thing: it's not like he's not,
Yeah, I'm
because
trying to
Cat
process.
Williams has always kind of touched on like what's going on currently. So it's not that he's like out of touch,
Yeah.
but it's almost like he's putting quantity over quality.
Yeah.
'Cause he's gotten so many
That
specials.
feels very
he's-
Chappelle right now too, and he might be fighting that sort of monster of like,
Yeah.
we all got to keep putting shit out no matter what's going on, and or capitalize on, because he was on that he did that interview with.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was
the
like,
fuck his
man,
name is.
after that interview, your next special better be good.
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I think too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know his material that much anyway.
I don't either.
If I'm honest, so I'm a little hesitant.
I always love. I will always love Cat Williams for what he did, regardless of what he continues to put out. Those first 3 comedy specials,
Yeah.
are just top tier to me, and they
Yeah,
always
yeah.
will be. And
There's
I
a
really
one
know. I
conversation.
know him in bits and pieces. I don't know.
Kind
his
of me too.
specials.
The one where he had longer hair.
yes,
That every single time I see a clip from that, I
Yeah,
lose it.
He's incredibly.
Yeah.
He's incredibly.
He's
funny.
amazing. Yeah.
amazing, man.
I just want to point that out, guys.
You got your 3 rings.
Got my 3 rings.
Good job.
Sitting here on this
Sitting
podcast.
there.
What does that mean?
That means he
I'm
checked off
amazing.
his standing goal, his activity goal, and his.
Exercise goal.
Yeah, but I thought the activity was the.
There's like a move goal. It's a move
Move goal,
and
yeah, okay.
exercise goal is
Got it.
different.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of crushing it, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew, but anyway, go ahead.
Now, one question I really want to start asking Lil Wayne fans is Carter 2 or Carter 3?
Interesting.
And if they say Carter 3, I think everything that's wrong with Lil Wayne right now is their fault.
So Kendrick.
Oh shit.
because that gets to
So Kendrick's
sin
part of
number
the problem?
6. He's part of the problem. The lollipop effect.
Uh-oh.
I think Lil Wayne became the artist that he is today because of the success of the song Lollipop. Jason, are you familiar?
No.
Jonathan, I'm sure you're familiar.
Yes.
Lollipop
This is a really fun theory. I like
is like an auto-tune heavy, it's not like a traditional rap song.
Okay.
Like it was
it's of the moment for sure.
It was of the moment.
that it was in.
Yes.
For sure.
and it was a huge hit, but it's not like a typical rap
Melodic
song.
auto tune rap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is melodic auto tune rap.
In the universe of T-Pain.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
And I think the success of that song shaped his career trajectory going forward.
Interesting. Okay.
Right? If that song doesn't take off, I think Lil Wayne still remains
What year
more
was
of
that?
a 08.
When
Did
what
you
was
think
Drake's
the
first
Josh
album?
and Justin 27?
They were listening to that in the
fans?
gym.
Yeah,
100,
yeah,
100%
definitely.
they were Lil Wayne fans. 1,000%.
That's amazing. What was Drake's first album? When did that come out?
Drake's first album was like, no, because the mixtape So Far Gone was like 09.
Because I'm wondering about
First album was like 2010.
I'm wondering about the interplay of those two things, because Drake is the melody rap guy.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure
Yeah.
Wayne had a big impact. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that song, especially with how big Lil Wayne became,
Yeah.
that song shaped rap.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but it shaped rap. And you can see it because, like, if you look at a lot of the rappers today,
Should be clear on the screen. It says, "This is kind of your fault." I don't know
Yeah.
if you said those words out
I
loud
was
or
like,
not yet,
if you
but
are a Carter 3 fan, this is kind of your fault.
that's really funny.
If you look at rappers today, though, you see a lot of dreads and face tattoos.
True.
That's Wayne.
That's Wayne.
That is Wayne's
Yeah,
influence.
sure.
For better or worse, Wayne, I would say, is the most influential rapper ever.
Really?
Yes.
Got his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I know it's not about a
It's
face
not,
tattoo, but it felt relevant.
Just as far as
Yeah,
how
processing.
music was shifted, how people dressed, their
Yeah.
style. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne is the most
I think he kind
influential.
of looks badass, so I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
even now, not that I'm getting face tattoos, but
I feel like he did. The way he dresses now looks ridiculous.
I don't know what he dresses like now. I mean,
I'll show you a before and after picture.
Is he not? Is he? I don't really know either. Is he not owning the fact that he's 40? Is it that kind of thing?
easy.
Yeah, actually,
I'm almost 40.
that's
Wait, you
yeah,
have to dress
I would say.
different when you turn fucking 40?
You don't have to dress different. You shouldn't dress like that.
I don't mean
I
40.
don't know what he dresses like.
I'm
but I don't know how I
including
feel about
38
this.
in this. Like, I just mean, like, you don't have to, like, stop dressing in a way that you think is cool or whatever. You just got to kind of be aware.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys suck. That's so dumb. No.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not dumb at all.
Why does you turning 40 make the fucking way you dress change? Doesn't make any sense.
I didn't, when I said 40, I didn't mean 40. I meant, like,
As you get older, you should.
Nope. I'm gonna stop you right there. What are you talking about? Why does you turning 40 or 45 change who you are and how
it doesn't
you
change who you are. It's
express
just,
yourself?
okay, here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
I want
self-awareness.
to be very clear. You guys are wrong. But go
I'm talking
on.
about self-awareness. I'm not talking about, like, you have to change your whole vibe.
Dude,
You have to change your whole
Some of the
energy.
coolest fucking dressed dudes I've ever seen are fucking gray-haired men.
But I guarantee goddamn that they have adjusted and bobbed and weaved with their age as they've gotten older.
I
I'm
think
not
their
saying-
age has nothing to do with it. I think it has to do with their sensibilities at certain times in their life. That's not fucking age. That's things have changed.
Those two
kinda
things go together.
Yeah, they kind of.
I'm not saying they're the same
They don't
thing.
necessarily go together.
No.
I think you guys are wrong on
No,
this.
no. I also think we are maybe not speaking the same language about this right now. I'm not saying you have to, like, now you are this age, you must wear khakis. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
That's
Feels
not
like you are, though.
No.
Just to be
I know.
clear.
That's why I'm clarifying right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there is just certain, like, edges and certain, like, you don't have to change your whole fucking deal. You just adapt the same way you adapt in every way as you get
Why
older.
was the number the thing that makes you adapt as opposed to your experiences in life?
Well, those two, I guess it is
because they go and you get more experiences as you get older.
Fine, it's that, but those things tend to. I was using shorthand. Jesus Christ! Do you want me to like?
I feel like this idea that because now he's this age, it's just simply he dresses different. I think it's wrong.
That is not. That is a gross oversimplification of what I was.
Well, you both kind of said the same thing, so that's why I'm pointing it out.
Come on, man!
I'm pointing it out.
Like extrapolate a little bit. Do I have to spell out the whole thing?
Come on, a little bit. It's a little ageist, guys. Just saying, it's a little ageist.
Adam Sandler looks stupid today.
Okay. Huh?
Adam Sandler looks stupid for how he dresses today. I would give him more grace when he was like 25.
Thank you.
Wearing the same outfit.
Hang on. Here's why he looks ridiculous. Because that always looks ridiculous. Whether you're fucking 25 or
right, but when you're
50.
12,
it looks worse when you're 50.
But when you're 12,
not when you're a fucking gazillionaire.
Oh,
sure. What? Come on.
I'm just saying. I have more respect for Adam Sandler wearing what he wears now.
He can wear whatever the fuck he wants. I don't care.
I respect him more for what he's wearing now as a 50-year-old billionaire than I would a 25-year-old who's out at the fucking Oscars. You guys don't see that there's a difference?
I sort of follow what you're saying.
Yeah, it's very different.
Well, don't say it like you've a victory.
No, it literally is different and is a victory. Yes, 100%. Those are not the fucking same things.
All right, let's scream about this later.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you guys are getting challenged and you're pulling back.
No, because you're not. We're not having. Do you want to just do this for the rest of the?
I mean, I'm just saying.
We're talking about that. We can. As soon as the album thing is over, we will immediately jump back with full fury into.
I'll sit over here with my arms crossed. You all do your thing.
I'll just say in closing. What has really frustrated me about this album is that Wayne can still rap. Like from a technical standpoint, I think he's possibly at his best. But when you can just rap really well and you just don't say anything, you're just the black Eminem.
Back to the
because Eminem,
so many shots fired.
Wow, yeah, I didn't.
Eminem is pretty much in the same category in the fact that he doesn't really leave his house. He doesn't go out. He doesn't really get other life experiences.
Oh, you mean Eminem now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You
didn't mean all Eminem. I was like, dude, I don't think you're right.
No.
Eminem now. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, because early Eminem, he was pulling from those life experiences.
After Rap God.
Yes.
Because Rap God's sick.
It is, but it's just really great rapping.
Yeah.
That's when he was real fast.
Super duper.
Well, he switched up. He had a bunch of different flows.
Yeah, that's true. That song is like a study.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's technically impressive.
About as good as it gets technically.
Yeah. But he doesn't really say much. And that's just kind of Wayne now. And I just really wish Wayne would
stop. Is that what you were
maybe
pulling back from saying?
Maybe not stop, but just he needs like a different team.
Take a minute.
Take some time. Well, that's the thing.
Sounds like he needs a different team. That's what it sounds like.
Because it's been like a few years since his last album, so it's not necessarily a time thing.
Right.
Someone needs to.
Is there an aged rapper we can refer to that's like this guy did it or she did it?
Jay-Z, Nas.
Both of them.
Yeah.
There you go.
They're in very different ways too. Jay-Z has been way more in the public eye.
Well, how old are they though? How old is Jay-Z?
They're
older than Wayne.
They're both in their 50s.
Okay, all right.
I guess and Jay-Z has been more sort of like stayed in the public eye throughout all that, probably largely because of Beyonce.
Snoop's up there too. I don't know if he's like really in the conversation.
I would not.
But
no.
I mean,
I don't.
He's just a different animal.
And I also think
altogether,
Snoop is making doing a lot of questionable shit lately too.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I think
thinking of older.
I think he's a good example of. It seemed like he was kind of like doing it right there for a minute, and then like, I don't know, but I think Jay-Z and Nas are great, and Jay-Z did it more publicly. Nas is a little more private. He's just what I love about Nas is he's just quietly dropping these like
great
good to great albums.
Yes.
Like he had 5 in 3 years, and all of them were good.
Yes,
and with almost no publicity. It's wild.
Yeah.
Now and Lil Wayne's doing this.
Lil Wayne's
publicity and not worth the shit.
It just seems a little sloppy.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah,
very much. So I love Wayne.
So he's a sinner, is what you're telling us.
Yes, committed a bunch
Directed
of
by
music
Ryan
sins.
Coogler.
Anyway.
Hey, they picked up the second one, by the way.
Good.
I don't know if it's the same deal. I certainly hope so.
I have failed I have not seen
I
the
haven't seen
movie.
it
I
either.
didn't
Me
support
too.
it how I should.
You should go watch it on Juneteenth. Before you
Well-
show, go watch it.
Go watch
Before
it and
or
then go
after?
see Jonathan Williams at Goodnight.
I'll probably cancel the show. I'll be like, I am so wrong for everything I've done. So I need to watch it after.
I wish I could make a joke about it, but you're not going to get it because you haven't seen the movie. So
There you go.
anyway, I'm putting those to YouTube. So like, comment, subscribe, all that. All right. Cool. Thanks. Jason, can you hit my record button?
It didn't. Oh, turn it
No,
off?
no, it's on, but I
Turn
can
it
stop
off?
recording now. I
Okay.
got my segment. that I
Oh,
needed.
I was like, it's podcast over?
No.
I mean, it probably should be soon.
Yeah,
but
we should close
All
it
right.
up. We're another hour in.
All right.
yeah, let's
Everybody,
call
all
it.
right. In all seriousness, before we close out, man, Happy Pride Month. I know we
Happy
wanted to
Pride.
get that around.
Yeah.
Especially, I think last week we were just talking about the dude from King of the Hill that got shot.
Yeah.
I hate that, man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's
it
sad,
sucks.
dude. So
It's
take
just-
care.
It's just crazy that this stuff is so powerful still.
Still
the
happening,
the
man.
hatred and even more like
Dude, it feels like American Beauty all over
to
again.
a
It's like
resurgence
Yeah.
just to a degree that I mean, you saw it building, but like still, it's just like, how is this real life?
the fear and the outrage over things that we find to be so common
And things that don't
and that have-
affect you.
Yeah.
proliferate through all of that. We're like, it's so
It literally has no effect on you
Yeah.
other than fucking with your worldview and fucking with your kids'
Permeated the
worldview.
world.
Yeah.
And that's why people are so
Yeah.
scared because they're like, no, destabilizing my very, very, very fragile
Yeah.
worldview. And then that turns into violence and hate and
Mm-hmm.
and really mean comments on my videos.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
So many
Yeah.
people are so sure that I'm gay.
if there's any other reason why Pride Month is necessary, is exactly what we're talking about. The idea that acceptance and that the differences and changes in the world and people who aren't like you, that's okay. And not only is it okay, but it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Look
have to
outside of your own sphere,
and you have
see
to be
that-
loud.
Yeah.
You just feel, why are you so loud about it? Because you fucking have to be.
Yeah.
That's all this stuff. It's like they're not. It's not just like no one's trying to rub it in your face. They're trying to get you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I just think that differences in people are good.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Embrace that we are all different.
The reason-
we all have different
The
perspectives.
fact that that is so, like, people just can't get behind that very, very basic,
yeah,
pretty much objective truth
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that difference makes things better
Yeah.
is like it's just not.
I'm gonna mess it up. Mark Twain, I think Conan quoted it when he accepted the Mark Twain Award. Was like the
The antidote to bigotry is travel,
travel.
something like that.
Yes.
I'm not getting the
go
phrasing
yeah
right, but
exactly
yeah.
go experience other things, other people, and
Yeah.
and know that it's like it's okay, it's all right to be a little
Yeah.
bit different and to
Yeah.
see people.
No one's
who are
trying to
different than
replace you, dude.
That's right. So good. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah. So shout out to the LGBTQ community, all the contributions you've made to culture, society, and all the
Just
above.
making the
man.
world a
Yeah.
better, more interesting place.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Everybody, this has been another episode of Zoning Out. We'll get to LA next week,
Oh boy.
and the LA Tinas.
So the wrong time. He finally truly fucked up. It was all just like annoying me. Now you just like for real blew it.
Fantastic. It was fantastic.
All right, everybody.
Unbelievable.
Jordan Century, Jonathan Williams, Jason Allen King. We've been zoning out.